We want to go now to CBS News senior foreign correspondent Charlie D'Agata, who's following the latest for us from Tel Aviv, Israel. Good to see you, Charlie. Let us talk about what's happening at the Rafah crossing. We know that a number of foreign nationals and injured Palestinians have been allowed to enter Egypt. So my question is sort of twofold. What's happening there? But also, do we have any indication as to how this came about? Is this a negotiation between Hamas and Egypt and Israel, or how did it happen?
Yeah, well, Anne-Marie, diplomatic sources tell CBS News that this negotiation happened between the United States, the Qataris. Remember, they've been players in the negotiations throughout this, officials from Hamas and from Egypt, and they hammered out this deal for a very specific list. There are 500 foreign nationals that are on that list. It has been distributed. The vast majority of the people on that list are Jordanians, Egyptians, as you might imagine, so sort of regional players and citizens. And you heard in Ramey's report, there are about 400 U.S. citizens. The State Department has identified, but it's more than that, because if you include their families, it's about 1,000 people that they want to get out. Now, as far as we understand, in these are early days, on that first list, there are 5 Americans on that list, and they are aid workers. An unspecified number have already crossed, and I think the difficulty here, I've been to that Rafah crossing, and you've seen some of the images. It is very chaotic. So there's a pinch point there, and there's a funnel, and there are desperate people trying to get out. They'll have to go through the paperwork. As Ramey said in that report, not all Americans have been notified as to when they can leave. And these are going to be for very limited windows. Remember, it is an active conflict zone. The Israelis promised that there won't be any military activity in that area, providing safe passage. But it's going to be chaotic, and it's only going to be for a limited time. So I think what's going to happen is all of the people that were part of that negotiation will look to what happened today, seeing if it's been done orderly, and making sure that they can maybe reopen tomorrow. Additionally, as may have been reported, there's about 80 Palestinians who are coming across in order to get medical attention. They're putting up a field hospital on the Egyptian side of that border crossing.
And so now let's go to what the Israeli Defense Force is calling a success for them. It was a strike on a Palestinian refugee camp. How are people reacting to this? Because what is a success for Israel is drawing a lot of criticism as well.
Yes, and it's the nature of specifically this conflict. So the Israeli Defense Forces said what was done there was intentional in terms of trying to get after and attack Hamas militant, not just a militant, but one of the commanders, one who they believe to be responsible for the massacres that took place here on October 7th, and a number of other militants. We can also report that there have been more airstrikes this morning around that camp. Now, the camp itself is massive. There are more than 100,000 people there under normal circumstances. We don't know how many of those have been evacuated because it is in the north. As a matter of fact, it's north of Gaza City. So that would have been the area that the Israelis were trying to encourage people to leave from. But it is a refugee camp. I mean, you saw those pictures, those huge craters and all those apartment buildings that came down. It kind of speaks for itself how congested that camp would have been. And what the Israelis are saying is not only were they trying to get after Hamas militants who they were fighting on the ground before they called in the airstrikes, but the level of destruction suggests that there was an underground network that they happened to hit, which is why everything came down. That's their explanation for what went on. Hamas is saying, no, there weren't any Hamas militants there. These are civilians. Dozens have been killed. That's as far as what they're saying so far, but they're saying many, many more people may be trapped under that rubble. And again, this is an active conflict zone. So in the middle of this search and rescue operation, they're also coming under attack. And as we believe, more airstrikes in that region this morning.
All right, Charlie, thank you very much.